my business is selling in the next 24 months. How does a particular purchase price mean for my ability to spend cash flows in return? So essentially, the client came to us. The problem is, I'm about to get a lump sum of money. I've owned this business my entire life for 3 decades, 4 decades. This asset's always produced income for me. Some good years, some bad years, but it was always there producing income. I'm now turning that into a static asset, a lump sum of cash that I need some income stream off of. When I'm sitting down and I'm actually negotiating an end deal with the person I'm selling it to, how much money do I actually need to get from this? Like, what's the financial impact for my cash flows if it sells for a third of what I think it'll sell for, if it sells for what I will think it'll sell for, or if it sells for 3x? What does that actually mean for my real life? Because a lot of times, like in this particular decision, you're thinking like maximizing the particular dollar, but what if you have other goals in place, like more like legacy goals? What if you're trying to sell to a family member? And so purchase price may not be. What I'm getting at is purchase price isn't always the number one priority during these transactions, although I will concede it is the vast majority of the time, but not all the time. So essentially, we were able to help this client. The problem being that they don't know what this mysterious event means for their actual life. The way we do this is we essentially run multiple financial planning scenarios. I'm looking at a plan here that has 16 different variations on 16 different events based on your income. Like for this example, one of the scenarios was, what if it sells for a third of what I think it'll sell for? And we apply this retirement expending model to it, where we use this thing called the go-go years and the slow-go years. So we take your current living expenses, and during the go-go years of your first 10 years of retirement, we increase those expenditures by 15% because you're just going to be going to do it. And then the bottom half is essentially the slow-go years, where we model that'll actually be a 10 to 15% decline. So there's multiple variables that we play with in a financial plan. And regarding implementation, what we actually were able to see with that client was indecision and confusion. And then by the time of this process was, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen if I sell for X or if I sell for Y.